Hi Scorpio, happy birthday. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn. It is my birthday tomorrow, so this is a gift from me to all the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, okay? It's a general reading, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm doing a Celtic cross spread with 10 clarifiers on top, plus one animal spirit card. So I'll go through all the cards individually, and then I'll do a summary, okay? So the first card that came out represents your current situation, and you have the Three of Cups reversed, clarified by the Ten of Swords. So these cards are saying that you're currently moving through a breakdown in your social or emotional circle, okay? You're currently moving through a breakdown in your social or emotional circle. This could be a falling out with friends. It could be a breakup. It could be that you're feeling disconnected or unsupported. You may be experiencing emotional isolation. Clarified by the Ten of Swords, this isn't a minor conflict. It's a painful ending or betrayal. Something reached its absolute limit with you. This combination often shows the moment when illusions about loyalty, love, or friendship collapse. Okay? The theme with these cards together are disappointment, separation, betrayal, and endings that lead to truth. So that's your current situation. And then what's crossing you, or what's challenging you or your situation, you have the Three of Swords clarified by the Nine of Cups reversed. So Scorpio, your biggest challenge right now is heartbreak with the Three of Swords. Pain is still very raw. The clarifier, the Nine of Cups reversed, suggests something you thought would fulfill you didn't. Possibly a wish failed to manifest, a wish you made failed to manifest, or your emotional expectations were not met. You're grieving not just what happened, but what you hoped it would be. And then the third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. And you have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Empress reversed. When a card comes out reversed like this, it just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. So these cards are telling me that at the root of the situation lies confusion, illusion, or idealization. So with the Seven of Cups, so you may have seen potential instead of reality. You may have been caught in wishful thinking, or you may have struggled to choose the right path. The Empress reversed is saying that you may have neglected your self-worth, your boundaries, or your self-care. You may have overgiven to people who didn't reciprocate. The root issue is emotional confusion plus self-neglect plus idolizing what wasn't truly stable. And then your fourth card represents your past but is relevant to your current situation, and you have the Queen of Cups reversed, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So Scorpio, you've recently experienced emotional overwhelm or withdrawal or imbalance. The Four of Pentacles clarifies that you were holding on too tightly to someone or something. A fear of loss or vulnerability kept you stuck. Emotional guardedness made it hard to receive. This could point to codependency or emotional suppression. And then your near future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life, you have the King of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Swords. These cards are telling me that a sharp mental shift is coming. The King of Swords says you'll soon adopt a more logical, detached, strategic mindset. You're cutting through emotion to see the truth. Clarified by the Nine of Swords, the process may stir up some anxiety in you. This is the dark night before clarity. But ultimately, you stop letting emotions control you and start taking rational, empowered action. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation, Four of Swords reversed, clarified by the Five of Swords. You desire to stop feeling stuck in a situation or with thoughts or with a person, or you have a desire to re-enter life after a period of withdrawal. Maybe in the past, and it'll be different for everybody, but maybe like in the recent past or the last few years or something, you went into isolation or you went through a period of withdrawal. But the clarifier, the Five of Swords, shows that you want to avoid conflict, but you also want to win at all costs, which is creating tension for you. You want peace, but you're exhausted by battles and conflicts. You desire mental freedom, Scorpio. And then your self-image card, how you see yourself. You got the World card, Major Arcana, last of the Major Arcanas, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So you see yourself as ready for a new cycle. You're closing a major chapter in your life. You're wanting to move on and expand. But the Seven of Pentacles reversed shows impatience or frustration. You may feel you've wasted time. You may wonder if your efforts were in vain. You want closure now. You see yourself as done with the past, even if it's not fully wrapped up yet. You're done with the past. And then your environment, or how others see you in your situation, you have the Eight of Swords, clarified by the Two of Wands. So these cards are saying that people around you perceive you as trapped or overthinking, or they see you as being stuck in fear. But the Two of Wands says they also see you have potential paths forward. You're preparing for change, and you're not as trapped as you think. Your environment reflects your internal struggle. You're stuck, but also on the brink of movement. And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation, is the Six of Swords, clarified by the Two of Cups reversed. You hope to move on and find peace with the Six of Swords, but you fear losing a relationship forever. Scorpio, you fear abandonment, disconnection, and emotional separation, but you know moving on is needed. This is the push-pull between release and attachment. And then the outcome, if all is to remain as is, as things stand right now, you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the Justice card reversed. So these cards are saying that if nothing changes, there'll be a lack of stability. Family or long-term plans will be disrupted. There'll still be a feeling of being unsupported. Justice reversed suggests that things feel unfair right now, that accountability is missing, and that karma still needs balancing. This outcome shows that if you don't address the core emotional and psychological patterns, you repeat cycles of instability. But this is not fixed destiny. It's a warning. And then the animal spirit card is the Panther. The Panther is one of the most powerful shadow clearing cards. It represents radical truth, destroying illusions, purging what's holding you back, fearlessness, a sudden honest confrontation with your shadow self. When this card comes out in a reading, a major spiritual cleansing is needed. It's saying that it's time to tear down what's false. It's letting you know that transformation is imminent, and that you must reclaim your personal power. You're undergoing a massive spiritual reset, Scorpio. Everything falling away is meant to fall away, okay? The Panther, animal spirit card, it represents an annihilation of the unnecessary in your life. People, thoughts, situations, places, things, anything. It's a complete destruction. It's a purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating, but after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. Scorpio, when you are in balance, you are brave and productive. But when you're out of balance, you can be self-destructive. If you ever feel your energy is out of balance, to bring yourself back into balance, Spirit is saying you just got to get rid of the unnecessary, whatever that means to you. Okay? Get rid of the unnecessary. So the overall message of this spread is that you are in the midst of a profound transformation where illusions are breaking, relationships or connections are ending, emotional clarity is emerging, painful truths are being confronted, old patterns rooted in self-neglect or fantasy are dissolving. A major life chapter is closing for you, Scorpio. Okay? This is a deep karmic clearing. The themes with this reading, this spread are release, truth over fantasy, healing heartbreak, facing fears, reclaiming your identity, and letting go of what was never stable in your life. Though the reading starts painfully, it leads towards empowerment, clarity, and liberation. So the advice from Spirit is to stop holding on to illusions. The Seven of Cups, the Empress reversed, and the Panther all emphasize that the illusions must fall so truth can arise. Second, you need to move through the pain instead of avoiding it. The Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Swords show deep pain, but the only way out is through it. And then the third piece of advice that Spirit has for you is to step into your King of Swords energy. Use logic. Make clear decisions. Set boundaries. Speak your truth. The fourth advice from Spirit is to release people who no longer align with your growth, whether it's friends, partners, or family patterns. Whatever fell apart was unstable, Scorpio. The fifth advice from Spirit is to stop waiting for something that isn't growing. The Seven of Pentacles reversed says, stop investing energy in dead soil. The sixth piece of advice is to break free from mental cages. You're not as trapped as you feel. The environment cards show that options do exist. And then the last piece of advice from Spirit is to restore fairness by acting with integrity. Justice reversed warns against ignoring your own truth or repeating patterns of self-sacrifice. So Scorpio, the final summary is, this reading is a powerful message of endings, truth, and rebirth. You're releasing illusions and relationships that were built on fantasy, not foundation. Though painful, this ending is karmic and necessary. You're moving from emotional overwhelm into mental clarity and empowerment. And the Panther Spirit card confirms that you're being stripped of everything false so that you can rise into your next evolution. This is a cleansing, a purge, a reset. And when the dust settles, you will emerge stronger, wiser, clearer, and aligned with truth, not illusion. This is a very powerful reading. Okay? This ending needed to happen. A major truth is revealed. You saw someone's true colors. They showed you their true colors. It was a shocking revelation. The pain was the portal. A complete life rebuild is coming. So that is your reading, Scorpio. My birthday gift to you. Leave me a comment below the video if any of these messages resonated. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for letting me channel these messages today. I hope you have an awesome year. I hope it's your best year yet. I'm sending you lots of love and strength. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.